This is The Real Hustle, Celebrity Scammers. In this series, the hustlers carry out scams that are bigger, tougher, and more devious than ever before. With the help of their celebrity friends, hustlers Alex, Jess, and Paul pull off the riskiest scams of all, long cons. Intricate webs of lies and deception designed to separate the unwary from their money. On tonight's show, guest hustler Matt Willis feels the pressure.
I really my pants. My hands were trembling.
Yeah?
Jess is quids in.
That's awesome.
And this guy has a seriously bad day at work.
If you do not put at least £200 into that envelope, you're going to lose all of your files.
All the people in this show have been hustled for real, and after being given their money back, they agreed the footage could be shown so that you could avoid falling for the same scams. The hustlers have invited celebrity friends to help them carry out their long cons. They'll be thrown in at the deep end. No training and no practice, just straight into the scam. This week's celebrity guest hustler is ex-Busted legend and former king of the jungle, Matt Willis. Matt has no idea what will be expected of him today. He's just been told to wait on a park bench and to keep his eyes open for a hustler.
Too bad.
Good.
You ever seen anybody go in and rob a jewellery store?
No.
So what we're going to do is we're going to put up a little charade. We're going to go in and check the security. And it's a pretty secure place, okay?
Right, okay.
So you're going to pretend that you work for the security company.
Okay.
So Matt's going to be taking part in a jewellery shop heist. In a few minutes, he'll accompany Alex into this store, where they'll be posing as employees of an alarm company.
Right, Matt, this is pretty full on.
All right, you're now officially a security engineer.
Fantastic.
Come on.
Well, I think it's very, very ambitious. I can't believe we're going to do it. To rob a jewellery store is probably the hardest you could possibly do.
This is the Jewellery Store Heist. One very nervous rock star and Alex head for the store. Armed with ID badges, clipboards, and a beanie hat disguise for Matt. They need to be completely believable as security engineers.
Hi there. Hi. Don't seem to be being robbed. We're getting we're from alarms. Your alarm's showing up as going off. Obviously it's not. Well, there must be some malfunctions. Everything all right? Is it gone off? Have we reset it?
There doesn't be no problem here, no.
No? Would you mind resetting it for us? Because then we can get it... Because it's, as I said, down our end, it's flashing.
The success or failure of the scam now rests on Matt's shoulders. This is his one chance to use the camera on his clipboard to record the shop's security code as it's typed in. Bit of a lucky break. The mark needs his glasses to type in the alarm code, so Matt has a few precious moments to line up his shot.
Have you got any ID with you?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Nothing like the good old fake ID badge.
Yeah, as I said, it's happened before with once or twice with our people. Everything all right? Fine.
Matt's done it. The hustlers now have a recording of the security PIN code for the store.
Yeah, I'll check with the office.
But that's only half of the equation.
It's gone on.
Over to Alex to seal the deal.
No. The other thing we need to talk to you about is we're upgrading people's, most of our customers, their locks and their keys. What they're bringing in now is they're bringing in these new keys that are going to have chips in them. And the chips will be married to the lock. And we'd like to send you a quote for that. So do you mind if I have a look at your locks and see you? I'm just going to have a look at just those dudes. And just a quick look at the keys to see if we can put the chips on them.
The keys,
Will this guy really let Alex take a look at the shop's keys?
Nothing in the back, just those ones. Yeah, that's no problem.
Alex seems to have convinced him. He's off to the back office to get them.
Yeah, that's the entrance key here. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Here's the other part of the puzzle. Alex uses his camera to film the shop's 2 front door keys next to a concealed 50p coin. It's now possible for specialist software to analyse the key shape and known dimension of the coin and produce blueprints for a duplicate key.
That's fine.
Can I have a chocolate? Thanks so much.
Matt's doing his bit by keeping the mark distracted.
And that's the only thing you use to come in and out?
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so we'll send a quote in as soon as we can.
Okay,
thank you.
very much.
I'm sorry about that. I'll give you a call if there's a problem down there.
Thanks very much.
All the best. Cheers. Thank you.
So that's the first part of the scam complete. And thanks to Matt's contribution, the hustlers now have the alarm code in addition to the key measurements. They'll be coming back to that jeweller's later tonight. But so will the mark.
What are you doing in here?
I found some blood. There's quite a considerable amount of blood.
Paint all over the place.
Oh, no!
When hustlers go out, they don't bring money. They go armed with prop bets. The customers in this bar are about to be made an offer that's hard to refuse. Win or lose a drink over a simple wager.
Right.
But a prop bet only has one rule,
Do you give up?
and that's that the hustler always wins.
Ah.
Drinks, please. Thank you.
Jess is out on the town, but doesn't intend to pay for her own drinks.
Okay, so it's a challenge and we'll do it for a round of drinks.
Okay.
So if you can do it, I'll buy you all drinks.
Okay.
Isn't that generous?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
No pressure.
No pressure. Otherwise, you buy me and the boys a drink. You ready?
I'm in.
Okay, 6 coins. Yeah? Just put them out like a little T.
Okay.
They're not trick coins or anything like that.
Okay.
What you have to do is rearrange them somehow so that you've got 2 lines of 4.
2 lines of 4.
Yeah, out of those 6 coins.
All right.
So to win a drink, the bargoer just needs to make 2 lines of 4 coins. But there's a problem. There are only 6 coins in total on the table. Seems impossible.
Okay. I don't know.
Do you know?
It's got to be like the noughts and crosses.
I'm trying to work it out, but I just don't think.
Do you know? That's a no, because you're pretending like you think you do.
Look at it.
2 lines of 4, huh?
It's not going to happen.
Do you give up?
4.
Don't give up, man. Let's see the real trick.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
You give up. I'll
Yeah.
show you how it's done
Hit me with it.
for a round of drinks.
Okay.
So I'm gonna set it up how it was before. Now,
Okay.
I'll take this one. I'll place it just there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I like it. That's awesome.
The only way to win this challenge with just 6 coins is to count 2 of the coins twice. Jess just places 1 coin on top of another where the lines cross, making 2 lines of 4 coins each.
You got me.
Thanks.
And he owes us around the
Take my hand, bring me my drink.
Oh,
Right, okay.
thank you.
Welcome.
Bye.
It's an ordinary working day in a busy London hotel. The cafe inside is frequented by visitors and business people. This guy is dressed for a meeting, but in just a few moments, he's going to have anything but business on his mind, as his whole world is turned upside down. This is the High Speed Hijack.
Okay.
The Mark is doing some work on his laptop when something unexpected pops up on the screen. There's a countdown clock with a message telling him all his files will be deleted if he doesn't enter the correct unlock code. And if that hasn't freaked him out enough, this will.
Hello?
You just activated a virus on your laptop. How much is it worth to get your files back?
Dunno.
How much do you have?
Nothing.
You want to lose your files? I can activate it from here.
I haven't got any cash on me.
If you do not put at least £200 into that envelope and hand it to a courier within 15 minutes, you're going to lose all of your files. Do you want the code, yes or no?
Well, I want the code, but I don't have any money on me.
The Mark is clearly shocked, but if he doesn't have the money, there's not much he can do.
Do you want me to hang up on you?
No.
Do you want your files, yes or no?
Yes. Okay. I haven't got any cash on me.
He's been put in an impossible situation. He'd better think about getting hold of some cash.
I'm going to call you back in 5 minutes. If you don't have cash, you will not get the code.
Okay. Okay, bye. Rob?
Panicked Mark puts in a call to his boss.
Oh my God, Rob, basically this is what happened. I've clicked on budget report, this thing's come up and it says enter unlock code. There was an envelope on the seat next to me and saying answer the phone now. So this guy rang and it said that if I don't give him £200 in 15 minutes, he's going to delete everything on the computer.
The boss tells him to protect the work files and pay whatever the mysterious man on the phone is demanding.
Okay, I will do. Okay, bye.
Hands shaking, he calls back the stranger.
Do you want the code, yes or no?
Yes, please.
What money do you have?
I'll have to get it out.
So he really doesn't have any money on him. But if he wants to save his important business data, he'd better get some fast.
You've only got 10 minutes left.
Yeah, I'm going to the cash point now.
Now where's a cash point when you need one?
Do you have the money, yes or no?
So he's got the money. Now what?
In the foyer, you will see a courier. You will put the phone and £200 into the envelope and give it to the courier.
Yeah, okay, I'll give him stuff. Can I have the code though?
Give him everything. He will give you a package with the code in it.
With time running out on the clock, the Mark does as he's told. He hands the envelope containing the phone and the money to the waiting courier. In return, he gets a different envelope containing the code. He then wastes no time punching it in and saving the files on his computer. That's one relieved but bewildered young man trying to catch his breath and wondering what on earth just happened. The answer lies in a good deed he did for a complete stranger just a little earlier that morning. As he was sitting in the cafe, the Mark was completely unaware he'd caught the eye of a lady who was also here on business, but of a more criminal kind. Jess was here looking for a Mark with a laptop connected to the internet. As she approached the Mark from behind, Jess secretly slipped the envelope with the phone onto the next seat, within earshot but out of his sight.
I've just seen you've got the internet. Do you mind if I just check my train times on it?
No, yeah, that's fine.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Thank you. Cheers. My train's been delayed by about 3 hours, so do you mind if I...
No, yeah, that's fine.
Thank you.
She turned the laptop so he couldn't see the screen.
Where are you going to?
Brighton.
Brighton. 3 hours is a long delay just to go to Brighton.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
And she wasn't really interested in travel information. She actually visited a website set up by the hustlers and downloaded a piece of software, a virus set to activate a couple of minutes later.
Oh, I don't know if I've just taken your thing away.
No, it's this one.
I've only got an hour to wait, that's great. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Cheers.
With that, the Mark's fate was sealed. As Jess left the building, another hustler was keeping a keen eye on the Mark, waiting for the virus screen to pop up.
Hello?
You just activated a virus on your laptop.
Paul disguised his voice with an easily available smartphone application, and the race against the clock was on. On his way out to get cash, the Mark didn't notice the courier already waiting in reception. And on his return, he didn't have time to question him because he was too worried about unlocking the computer. Just as well, because this is no ordinary courier. It was Alex, and he didn't even need a bike because he was here with Jess in the hustle van. A few moments later, Paul also joined the party. And along with the Mark's £200, they were gone.
When I saw the fact that it was in an envelope, that's when I really started to panic, yeah. It was company records on there. I thought if I'd lost them, then I certainly would have been fired, yeah. Just didn't really have time to think properly. It was all put, quite time pressurised.
In this scam, Jess used her charms to infect the Mark's laptop, but normally the virus would arrive on an email. And be warned, that email could be made to look like it comes from somebody that you already know and trust. It would then lock out your computer completely, or it would encrypt all of your files, forcing you to pay the ransom if you wanted to retrieve all your data.
What you have here is potentially disastrous. All your personal data, all your company data can be hacked. If somebody asks you for money because they've hacked into your computer, the first thing you should do is dial 999 and get the police to come. You are the victim of extortion. Get the police there quickly.
Earlier today, Matt Willis entered a jeweller's dressed as a security engineer and secretly filmed the shop worker entering his alarm code.
Do you mind if I have a look at your keys to see if we can put the chips on them?
Meanwhile, Alex got video footage of the front door keys, giving him all the information he needed to get duplicates made.
So we'll send a quote in as soon as we can.
But any good jewellers keep their valuables locked in a safe overnight. So what are the hustlers planning? And what lies in store for guest hustler Matt in The Jewellery Store Heist, Part 2. It's several hours since Matt and Alex visited the store. All the shops on this high street have closed for the night, but there's an official-looking security man from the local council keeping an eye on things. Nobody gives him a second glance as he lets himself into the jewellery store with the front door keys. And the burglar alarm is no obstacle, as he knows the PIN code to disarm it, thanks to Matt's footage recorded earlier. Now that Paul is safely in the shop, he takes a minute to rig some hidden cameras in the back rooms. He's all set. Paul will now make a phone call to the last person in the world you would expect.
Hi there, am I speaking to the owner-operator of Mercedes Jewellery?
The store's manager.
Hi, my name's Officer Marks. I'm from the Council Security Project. I'm at your store. I found the front door open and the inside gate open and all the lights are on. Everything seems to be in order, but if you could come down and perhaps lock up, I would advise it. All right, thank you. Thank you, bye.
It may seem that Paul asking the shop supervisor to join him during the scam is a bad idea, but the hustlers have a plan. Whilst the second hustler of the day helps himself to the complimentary chocolates, one very agitated supervisor is racing back to the shop.
All right. Who are you?
Who are you? Your name?
Lloyd.
Floyd. Campbell, Mr. Campbell, all right, what? Come on in.
What are you doing in here?
Well, we found the place wide open. Why are the lights
It's
on?
not wide open, eh?
See this chair here?
Right?
This chair here? Had this jammed open, and that was just sitting wide open.
Well, I have to make a phone call to the proprietor.
The police have been called. They're saying it seems a crime. Doesn't look like anything's happened, to be honest. I've had a little walk through. Is there anything missing in the back, or?
No idea. No idea.
All of these lights were on. This door was open. There's a lock at the top there.
Where's your idea?
Oh, there you go.
You're not the police anyway.
No, I'm
are you?
council security.
Get the old bill down here now. Then.
Yeah, they're on their way.
Yeah, go on.
Are scenes of crime on their way, or what?
They certainly are. In fact, Alex and Matt have been waiting just down the road, parked out of view, since Paul arrived. As the mark already met them earlier, they mustn't be recognised, or the scam will be blown. But these forensic outfits give them the perfect excuse to cover their faces.
Please sit.
Well, they're good, yeah.
Hi there.
Oh, hey, how are you?
All right.
Hello.
Is Officer Richards there?
He's on his way.
Okay. He thinks there's nothing taken, so I don't know if you want to go ahead or not.
Oh, that's handy.
Yeah.
We'll do a sweep.
What time did you lock up?
I left about 4:45.
Okay, how many entrances, how many exits?
That's Alex recording evidence on camera, and Matt is starting to dust for prints.
That's it. Is there another entrance to here? There's a side door.
Only the side door, yeah.
Is that okay? Is the side door all right? Anything here that could have been taken? Anything?
No, nothing was taken at all. It's just all left open, that's all.
The safes?
The safe?
That's right, the safe. That's what the hustlers have come here for. They may have let themselves in the front door, but only the mark has the code to get inside several inches of solid, reinforced metal. He makes sure to block everyone's view of the keypad. All as it should be, full of money and jewellery. It seems like the hustlers have missed their chance to get the safe's code. Wrong. That's no ordinary camera Alex is holding. It's actually an infrared heat-sensitive camera. Now the mark is out of the room, Alex takes a closer look at the safe door. He can see the heat signature of the mark's fingers on the keypad. The position and intensity of the white dots tell him which keys have been pushed and in which order. But it's not much use with the mark standing right next to him.
Excuse me, Mr. Campbell, is this supposed to be on the floor over here?
What's that?
Over to Paul and Matt to distract him.
Everything in the window is in place, but on the floor...
This is Alex's chance, but he's got to be quick.
That's the only thing out of place.
Punches in the code and gets to work.
Wow. It's weird, they didn't even use that to hold this open.
But then, disaster. The mark is coming straight back. Alex is up to his elbows in the safe. Matt is dusting for prints in the doorway. He's now the only person stopping the mark walking through. If Alex gets caught with his hands in the safe, this scam will turn very ugly. Done. Now to get out of here. Matt's role is crucial for the getaway. He's going to turn this jeweller's into an even more serious crime scene. He heads into the back room, armed with a bottle of fake blood, which he sprays around the bathroom. Now to report his gruesome discovery.
I told him his store was open.
He was actually looking up.
I found some blood. There's quite a considerable amount of blood back here. We need to get a detective. We need the blood test kits as well.
Where?
Through there, bathroom.
This is no longer just a break-in. All this blood calls for a full forensic lockdown of the scene of crime.
What do we want to do about that?
Well, we need to get the blood kits out.
Don't touch anything.
No.
The first step in securing any forensic evidence is to take everyone's fingerprints.
Okay, well, we need to get the blood kits. That's the first thing we need to deal with. Also, we need to fingerprint yourself and the gentleman just to, when we start dusting.
Fingerprints off me, you can forget it, all right?
Though the mark doesn't seem too thrilled at the idea.
Take your fingerprints off.
Show me the ID. Listen, I will get you the ID. I'll need to get everything.
To get your ID.
Alex and Matt go out to the van to get their fingerprinting kit, taking with them the entire contents of the safe. The mark is back in the office, so Paul takes his chance to get out and into the van. In a matter of seconds, these scene of crime officers have left the crime scene.
I can't believe that.
Suddenly all on his own, the mark phones the store's owner again.
Hello, Lloyd. People all over the place. People in white suits come in here. And you're joking? No, well, they claim to be the old Bill, but...
Everything all right here?
Well, I've just looked in there.
And?
The owner naturally wants to make sure all is well with his safe.
Oh, no. I don't believe that. I just opened it up and it was all in there. I knew they weren't the old Bill, you knew it. You've just been scammed. You've been scammed. How the did it get in? The safe's... The stuff was in that safe,
yeah, I've just opened the safe and what was in the safe is now not in the safe.
Money and jewellery. Lots of.
My heart is literally still racing through my chest. I can feel it beating against my t-shirt. I really my pants, you know, like, I mean, I really started to get really scared. My hands were trembling. They got him to the door, and then me and Alex were in there, and Alex was getting stuff out. They started to walk back towards me. And I was like, oh my God, he's gonna walk in here. And they told me, like, if he comes near, you've got to not let him get in the room until Alex can get the case together and stuff. So I was like, man, we're gonna have to tell this guy he cannot come in here.
The mark is faced with a very convincing situation here and is given no time to think things through.
Always protect your alarm code. Never enter it in the presence of strangers, and never let anyone handle your keys that you don't know and trust. And if a stranger is standing in the middle of your locked up store, then you should be dialing 999.